Hi guys, and welcome to part 4 of my DVD collection overview. Now, last time we took a look at the sci-fi films based on comics and the first part of my horror collection. So I've said today I'm finishing off my horror films, my drama films, and I'm starting off looking at my family films. It doesn't really go much after that, but that's pretty much it. The largest part of my collection, I think, is my kids/family films. So we're going to look at that today. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, gonna have to get down here. So, first off, we have the 25th anniversary edition of Halloween. One of the greatest slashers ever made. Sorry if it's a bit wobbly here. It's quite hard to get to this area. I'll just sit on the floor. Okay, now I'm a bit stuck, but whatever. Look, I'm like trying to fit in there. So then we have the remake of Let the Right One In called Let Me In, which is another one I really like. My Name is Bruce, starring Bruce Campbell. I need to get the Evil Dead films, which he stars in. But yeah, My Name is Bruce is a really funny one. Then we got the remake of The Ring. I was thinking of doing a full horror series review of all the Ring films, but there's quite a lot and they're hard to guess. Especially the two newest ones called Sadako or something like that. But yeah, I really like The Ring. Then we got the first Saw, which is one I need to pick up all of and do a review of that. And we got all the Scream films. Got the Scream trilogy there, and then Scream 4 at the bottom. I absolutely love the Scream films, and they're one I'll do a review of. Then we got Shaun of the Dead, my favourite of the Cornetto trilogy, although I haven't seen the newest one. Then we got Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, one of my all-time favourite horror films. And to finish that, the horror off, Zombieland, one I absolutely love as well. Oh god, I'm completely stuck in there. Now this bit's easier to get to. Now we get on to my drama collection. Yeah, so this is one that's always expanding because it's quite a big category, drama. If it's not an action thriller or a comedy, horror or any of that lot, it's probably a drama. So we start off, can I zoom in? Yep, I can, that's good. Start off with 8 Mile starring Eminem, which is just one I absolutely love. A Night to Remember, which is probably the only really good Titanic film, much better than the James Cameron one. Got Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which I've yet to see. Catch Me If You Can, which I absolutely love. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, which again I haven't seen yet. Eyes Wide Shut, another one I haven't seen. Good Will Hunting, which is just a really good film. JFK, which I think's kind of overrated, but I thought it was okay. Johnny Got His Gun, which is another one I absolutely love. Johnny Got His Gun. Man on the Moon, which I also love. Of Mice and Men, which I haven't seen all of yet. We watched it at school when we were learning about the book. I think the book's really, really good, but I don't think the film's as good. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which is really good as well. The Pianist, which I think's good. Shawshank Redemption, which is overrated, but still quite good. Slumdog Millionaire, which I really like. And The Social Network, which is one of my favourite David Fincher films. So, that's the drama section. And finally, we start off the kids' films. Starts off with The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle, which I've heard really bad reviews of, but I haven't seen it for a while, so I can't remember it. The first two Alvin and the Chipmunk films, which are quite bad as well. Arthur Christmas, which I absolutely love, is going to become one of my Christmas films I watch every year. Battle for Terror, which is kind of exactly like Avatar. It's almost a complete rip-off of Avatar, but it's actually good. So, it's quite weird. Big Fat Liar, which is okay. We got Casper Meets Wendy and Casper A Spirited Beginning, which are both really bad. as well as Casper's Haunted Christmas, I was thinking of looking at that over Christmas as the Hollywood Beatdown. Coraline, which I love. Daddy Daycare, which I haven't seen for years, but apparently is really bad. I remember liking it though, so I have to have a look at that sometime. Despicable Me, which I really like. The first two Dr. Dolittles, there's like 4 or 5 of them now. These are okay. Elf, which I love, is one of my favourite Christmas films, watch it every year. E.T., which of course is just a classic. Fantastic Mr. Fox, which is a great adaptation of a really good Roald Dahl book. Flushed Away, which I like. The second Garfield, which is rubbish. Worse than the first Garfield. Goodnight Mr. Tom, which was a cool little TV mini-series, has been put into a movie there. It was only actually 2 episodes, and they've released it as a movie. Grease, which I like. Hoodwinked, again I really like, but a lot of people don't. And Horton Hears a Who, which is probably the only good Dr. Seuss movie, as well as The Grinch, which I like, even if a lot of people don't. The Lorax was okay, but we'll get to that soon because it's in my Blu-rays. So that's the first part of that, and then we start off the rest of my family films. Start off with How to Train Your Dragon, which is probably DreamWorks' best film, along with Shrek. The first 2 Ice Age films, I've yet to see the 4th one, but I've seen the 3rd one. The first one's probably the only good one. The 3rd one I like, but the 2nd one's not that good. I started watching the 4th one, it was just really quite bad, so I turned it off. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, which I really love. Kermit's Swamp Years, sorry, a bit shaky there. Yeah, Kermit's Swamp Years, which is rubbish. Kung Fu Panda, which I haven't actually seen all of yet. A Series of Unfortunate Events, which I absolutely love. And I would love to see a sequel to it. I don't know why it's not been made, because Jim Carrey said he would do it. Come on, there's more books. I've got them all. Come on, make the rest. Looney Tunes Back in Action, which I like, but a lot of people don't. Merry Madagascar, which was a half an hour like Christmas special they made for TV, which is quite bad. Monster House, which is just a really funny one. Michael Jackson Moonwalker, which I like, but a lot of people don't. Monsters vs. Aliens, which is really good. The Muppets Take Manhattan, probably one of the best Muppet films. Over the Hedge, one of my favourite DreamWorks films, but a lot of people don't like that either. Oliver, which is just the classic film. Open Season, which I like. Osmosis Jones, which again I really like. Yeah, it had a TV series as well, and I don't really remember that, but I think I liked it. The 3 Rugrats movie, including the Rugrats movie, Rugrats in Paris, and Rugrats Go Wild. I've always been a big fan of Rugrats, and I saw the Rugrats in Paris in the cinema. I think I saw Go Wild as well. That was like a crossover with the Wild Thornberrys, which I never actually really watched as a kid. Shark Tale, which I remember liking, but a lot of people say it's one of the worst DreamWorks films, one of the worst animated films ever made, but okay then. And Stuart Little 2. I do have the first Stuart Little, but it's not in my room. So that's all of the rest of my horror, the drama, and the first part of my kids' films. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.